Hello guys, hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Pauline Study here again. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, this is Pauline Study, and if you're passing by, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're a freaking viewer and if you've noted, subscribe, my dear. Please subscribe, please. Yeah, I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers, so please do subscribe if you like this video. And if you haven't yet liked it, you should probably watch a little more. So guys, I'm here again, and today I'm going to be having us a talk. But before I move on, guys, do you like my hair? I did a video on how to do this twist. I hope you've watched it. If you haven't, I'm going to link it in here, and then you watch it. It will also be in the description box. So I hope you like it. So today I'm here. You see, I'm setting off on a light note, but honestly speaking, what's going on is just not nice. Like, guys, I am seriously here to beg. Please, I'm honestly begging. Like, I don't like what's going on social media, in everyday life, okay? I am seriously begging that, guys, we need to fight against domestic violence. Please. If you're out there and you're watching this, I seriously don't know what to say, because I've had so many sad stories, like so many of them I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, you see every single day you're having something new and you're like wondering, oh God, what's going on? And you see it's even worsening during this coronavirus pandemic time, and you're like, Jesus Christ, some people are dying of corona and others are dying because their husbands are beating them, others are dying because their wives are beating them. Okay, this is not nice. Yes, both sexes are violated, whatever, are beaten in their homes. But then, which sex is more beaten in their homes? The women are more beaten. Yes, the men are also beaten, as much as they may not talk about it. But the rate at which women are being beaten is just too much. Like, it's too much. Too much. So guys, please, like, it's just so sad. I have a story about this. So just this week, there is a lady, I think 25 or 26. Okay guys, if you're hearing something making noise, there's construction that has been happening here around here for about a week. Like, they're constructing the road and it seems like it's illegal, so they construct very early in the morning or in the night. So today they're doing it in the morning. I don't know why they've gone up to this extent, because it's already past morning. But anyway, like I was saying, this lady is about 25, 26, and she got married to her husband. Immediately she was done with campus. That was very okay. And they had kids, I think 2 or 1. And then what's even very heartbreaking is that this lady just died during this week. Like, it's so heartbreaking. And you know what happened? How she died? The husband beat her to death. Like, the husband beat her to death. Guys, who wakes up in the morning and decides to beat their spouse, their husband, even if it were your friend? Why would you wake up and just decide to beat someone to death? Even as much as you're angry, I've always told people on my social media platform, on Twitter, everyone, like, guys, raising your hand or any beating material towards someone is not the best way you can sort out your differences. So this lady was killed, and I just felt bad about the kids, okay? So I was like, if this was my papa, immediately I get old, I throw you into jail, you die in there. I even make sure that you join the death row, okay? I just don't have pity for such human beings that have no respect for human life, okay? So you see, the funny bit, okay, it's not even funny, I don't know why I'm saying it's funny, but you see, the sad bit about this is, this guy, after killing his wife, he went on and committed suicide. So he orphaned his own children twice in a night. Which human being wakes up with that kind of common sense? I believe everyone's supposed to have some certain level of common sense and have some reasonable thinking or be logical. But this man woke up, beat his wife to death, and on top of that, he also killed himself. At least he would have felt pity and raised their kids, and when they feel like should punish him, they punish him according to the deeds he has done to them during their lifetime. But this guy went on orphaned the children. I felt so sad because the previous week my mom had told me about a story how this man abandoned the children and the wife. He had been beating the wife, and then this morning he decided to wake up and leave. Okay, that was a nice thing that he woke up and left, because I mean, if he had remained, he was going to beat her up to death. But then the sad bit is he left these people with no penny, nothing. Like, he made sure he was the only one providing for the family, and then when it was time for him to just march away, he didn't even leave them starting capital for a small business, maybe a food business, because that will prosper during this time, because these are people who are making money at this time. Okay, but sadly that is what happened, and I felt so sad. I felt like I should come and talk about it on my social on my YouTube channel, because it's really so bad. Like, it's so sad seeing people dying, seeing people being murdered, seeing people and all that kind of stuff. Like, how do you beat up your wife till your wife does? You see, this is not the only story I've had. There is this story of, it's just so sad. This one is a bit like the first one. This guy used to come back from home and beat the wife. So this time he came, I mean, from work. So he came, the wife was really happy, welcomed him back. You see, that's a sad bit. The woman forgave the guy for each beating she ever received in her life, even when she did make a mistake. And the guy did what? The guy came, after coming, and the wife is like so happy, and you know, she had a 3-year-old son, and at that age kids have started getting some understanding. So what happened is, she's like trying to warm the food for the husband, and the husband out of the blue is starting to throw tantrums, "Where's my food?" and all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, this is a guy who just comes home like at midnight, at 1 a.m. and is expecting you to be seated like some automated IA, and then you just start serving him and all that kind of stuff. So he just got up and started beating the woman, and out of defense the woman just had to, she grabbed a knife because in the kitchen, and then she ended up stabbing him. And then the sad bit is like, the in-laws are like, "We want you to go to prison." What? In my head I'm like, yes, it was wrong for her to stab him, but should she have lost her life? I mean, he's always beating her, and the kid is always watching, and then when I die, who's going to take care of my kids? Because at this moment I don't think she was even trusting her husband with her son. So really, and it was sad for both spouses. But then what I'm here to talk about today is, we need to stop domestic violence, guys. Okay, if you're in a relationship and the guy is like so abusive, my dear, please match away. If you're married, I think you need to look for a way to solve this. If you're married, I think you just need to go on and talk, but most importantly, you need to pray about this, because really, I don't think getting out of the marriage is going to help you at somehow. Yeah, it's going to help, but then you also need to get out when you've prayed about it, because you could get out and your life goes down the drain. I'm not saying you're dependent on the man, but because it's the father of your children, most times you're going to be having children. Because it's the father of your children, he needs to put in that parental role, like to bring up his children to have some father figure in their lives, and you're not just going to bump into some boy or what. But then if your marriage is really abusive, I think you should just match away, but you need to pray about it. Serious prayer. Like, you need to go into a war room and fight against it, because really, I think even people who are in relationships, dating relationships, and your guy just raises a hand to slap you, even if he does, my dear, pack up your bags and go back to your mother's house. Like, why are you even still living in that house? Like, why? Because one thing is, even if you got married, he was never going to treat you the same. He's never going to give you some respect. No, you're still going to be the old church that he picked up from somewhere, and he can raise his hand anyhow and beat you up. That's why I've had so many stories, university girls dying because their boyfriends are beating them up. I've had stories of them saying, "My boyfriend beat me up because I did this." Honestly, I even started with a girl. She's being beaten up by the boyfriend. In my head, I'm like, my dear, do you have common sense? How do you stay in such a relationship? Like, okay, this is just so weird. So I'm just begging, like, guys, we need to stop this domestic violence through awareness. If you ever know a friend who is really suffering like so much in such a relationship, I think it's a bit really nice if you just help them and talk through them to them, and then you pray about it. Also, it would be nice if you just called police in case if it ever happens, and you like, if your neighbors or if the person tells you you've been beaten up and all that kind of stuff, 911, and then they come and help the guy. Anyway, I don't know if 911 help works in every single African country, but there's supposed to be an emergency number for anything. So I think it is better we fight this together, because guys, even reporting on social media does not help a lot. And this is something I needed to talk about before I even end this video, because I intended it to be short, but I've remembered. Guys, reporting on social media does not help. It does not help. This is my personal opinion, and I've seen it. It does not help, because in the first place, there is no police on social media that is going to come and arrest the guy immediately you say that so and so abused me, so and so did this to me. That social media, I mean, that police is not that. There is no courthouse on social media. Yes, they have the social media accounts, but let me give an example. If it's the Assistant Inspector General on the social media account, especially Twitter, that's where most of these cases are reported, he's still going to tell you, my dear, please go to the police and open up a case file. Otherwise, there is nothing like they're going to help you. And besides, I'm going to look out for you, my dear, unless they were tipped up that so-and-so is being beaten in the house, and now they're waiting to hear to get another tip that you're being beaten in your house. But I advise you highly, please go to the police. Do not go to Twitter. Do not go to what? Yes, it helps because it makes people get aware about all this kind of stuff, but it does not bring you justice. It does not bring justice to society, even on a broader perspective, because people are being sexually harassed, and when you go and just tweet about it, people will just know this is a racist. And what about those people who are not even on social media? You know, Twitter does not have like 30% or 50% of any country's population, okay? So most definitely they are below 10%, and those are the elite people. Some of them are even rigid, and some of them are perpetrators of this stuff, and they're just keeping quiet. They're not making sure all the evil things are concealed within wherever they are, okay? So social media is not the best place to go and advocate for all this kind of stuff. So guys, I am seriously here begging, like, okay, if you have an abusive husband or a boyfriend, or you have a friend who's going through such stuff, or you have an abusive girlfriend or wife, please, my dear, please find the nearest police station and report that person and tell them, you know what, guys, I cannot stay the same way for these people, because the next thing you're going to come here collecting my corpse, okay? I know some people are going to come out calling me out for this kind of stuff, but this is my personal opinion, and I think it really works, because how many people have had justice on social media? They just create awareness, and the guy moves on like some free human being who never committed any atrocity in society, and he's going to rep the people, most of the people who have not been on these social media platforms to know about this. He's going to go into a new relationship with someone else who was never on Twitter, who even never got to know about all these bad deeds, and he'll kickstart off from where he stopped in his previous relationship. So my dears, please, I beg, please, police station is the best. I know guys are going to start saying CJS is broken down and all that kind of stuff. If it was completely broken down, we wouldn't have rapists behind bars, okay? Not everywhere is broken down. Recently, my mom got a case of a lady who was raped twice by a priest, and this priest was even, I think, just out of priesthood, out of the church, because of his evil behaviors. So these guys reported to their constituents police station, and the guys were like taking in bribes from the priest. They're like, okay, we're going to take it to a high level. They're now at the headquarters. Like, it takes your efforts. If you really need justice, social media is not that place, my dear. So guys, that's it for today's video, and I just hope you got the message. We need to fight against this, okay? Both genders are affected, but there is one who gets the bigger harm, okay? And after that, guys, I'm just kindly requesting that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet subscribed, and hit the thumbs up button if you like this video, and see ya in my next video. If you like this hair, please do make sure to watch how to make your own twist without any kind of gel, because I didn't use gel and they really look cute. To me they look like some cute big dreads. Yeah, see you guys next time. Love you.